Hello, hello there. This is Rainbow Warrior Tarot Readings, and I'm Sabrina, and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading right now. This tarot reading is for the month of July, and zodiac sign is actually Scorpio. So I'm going to jump right into it and get things moving. Okay. Now I call upon the universe, the gods and goddesses in the cosmos. Okay? And now I call upon my star angels through the cosmos, into the galaxies, and deep into the realms of the galaxy. Okay? So now I'm going to call upon Mother Nature, Supreme Goddess Mother Nature. Come together, northbound, southbound, eastbound, westbound, and influence these cards. Okay? So now I call upon my ancestors, relatives that have passed on, friends, acquaintances, people that I knew, pets. Please influence these cards. So now we're going to have the first card come out. We're going to ask the spirits around us, spirits. Oh, that went back. No, wait a minute. We'll go ahead and pull it out. Okay. Bring it down here so you can see. Put it right here. Okay. Spirits. Spirits around me. Second card, please. Want to stand out, want to fall out. Want to stand out, want to fall out. Spirits around me. Pull it up a little. Okay, spirits around me. Can I get the third card, please? Third card, please, spirits around me. Want to stand out, want to flip out, want to come out. It's just peekabooing at me. Okay. So I'm going to need the fourth card, please. Spirits around me. Spirits around me. Want to come out. Want to stick down. Here we go. Ooh. Wand. Swords. Okay. Spirits around me. Fifth card. Okay. Okay. Spirits around me. Sixth card. Can I get the sixth card? Sixth card. Stand out, want to flip out, want to come out. Here it is. Okay. So now we get asked for the sixth card. Here it is. Ooh, pentacles. You see all these pentacles? They're starting to pop up. Okay. Last thing, probably will really just connect everything as another cups come out, but we'll see what happens. Okay. So that's a 7 card. 8 card, please, spirits around me. Sword, another sword. Okay. So now we're gonna ask. Ooh, I think I should let it out. Okay, let me see. Okay. Pentacles. More pentacles. You see all these pentacles? Okay, so we're gonna ask for the 10 card from spirits. Spirits around us. Came out, huh? The wand. Okay, so now we're going to break these cards again because we're going to have a final thought, final outcome, final solution possibly. So here we go. Okay, so we're going to break. Can't just be 1 or 2, it has to be in 3s. Okay. Flip. Okay. One more. One more, spirits around me. Let the bottom card be the final outcome, final thought. Final thought. That's right. Okay, here we go. Okay, what I see here, I see the 7 of Swords. I see a little bit of trickery. It can go either way, you or them or whoever, you know. But usually I read these cards to benefit yourself, so I kind of see you doing a little bit of trickery. Not trying to be ugly, but I'm just being truthful, because a lot of times you got to hear the truth in order to move on and get from a situation. So yeah, I see a little bit of trickery, you know, but that doesn't mean you did it if you're thinking about it, you know, kind of like cutting around the corners, you know, and not doing what you're supposed to do. And that can be in a lot of ways, so you just take it how you think it might be or whatever. So you just take what resonates. Okay, so yeah, I see a little bit of trickery, you know, probably thinking, you know, that you can do something about cutting around the corners, but I'm here to tell you, you don't want to cut around those corners, you know, you want to be fair and square all the way through, okay, because on the second card that is overcoming is the Six of Wands, and here I see that, yeah, you're probably going to have to do something, because I might be possibly seeing some people not being too happy about it, you know, and if you see, they're kind of going towards that way because of the thought. So just know that people are on it. So be careful and use care with when you think, you know, and stuff like that. You know, just don't jump to conclusions. See if it's necessary. And if it's not necessary, don't do it. And don't do it for your benefit. Yeah, because I see a couple of people that might be upset, you know, or whatever. So, yeah, be careful on what you do. Okay, because universe sees everything, you know. Even though you might think you might get into everybody, but you might hurt someone's feelings. And once those feelings go into the universe, then the universe comes gets you back 10 times more. So be careful how you do people. Okay, so a third card is a time of resting, you know. And maybe it's because you have a little bit of anxiety, because a lot of times anxiety can play in our decisions, you know, and to get into bad decisions. So yeah, you need to take time out to rest, you know, meditate, you know, get in realms with Mother Nature and stuff like that, you know. A lot of good comes with it when you could just sit in your place for maybe 15 minutes, start 15 minutes and just listen, you know, to complete silence and just listen, you know, and that's kind of like a way of clearing your mind so you can have clear thinking patterns and stuff like that. Okay, so we're going to keep it moving, and we're going to go to the fourth card, which is the Three of Pentacles. And what I'm seeing here is that, yes, sometimes in life you have to face stuff by yourself. You know, because a lot of times, if we don't, you know, if we're not receiving love or we never had love, we got to go inside and do it ourselves. And that's what this Three of Wands means to me. You know, yeah, the times you got to think about what's good for you. You know, if anything's stressing you out, you need to get rid of it. But yeah, go in within yourself and take on to the world. It may seem lonely, but you're doing yourself good. The only way you're going to be happy with anybody, with work, or anything that you do in life is you got to be right with yourself. Because if you're not, then there's always going to be some kind of drama coming up. And we don't want drama life because it's stress on our body. And it's not good. And it brings down the vibration of the universe. Okay? And Mother Nature. So, okay. We're going to move along. And it's going to be the Six of Cups, which is like the past. So yeah, I think what's going on that I can see from the past is like, you know, I kind of see like a son and mom. You know, it's a son and mom, you know. No matter what's happened in life, you know, maybe your mom wasn't really too attentive. We're going to just take it that far for now. I can go deeper. We're going to just do it like that so no feelings can be hurt. You know, sometimes if we don't get the right emotions growing up, you know, sometimes we can have the tendencies to do some stuff that is outlandish and just out of order. Okay? So what this is saying, you know, in order to heal, you got to forgive, you know. And just always remember, this is just coming to me, that your mother or maybe stepmother or whoever was raising you is a victim of a situation, okay? So, keeping that in mind, always understand that the reason that you probably didn't get these certain emotions is because they're a victim of a situation. And once you realize that, then you have understanding. And then you can clear, thinking and be, and heal the process of your soul, because that's very important. Okay, so yeah, just always remember that. Okay, so the King of Pentacles is your present. Yeah, if you can get these emotions in check and get it together, and know that, there's a certain way of doing things, and it's not always by manipulation or deceit. Okay? So then, once you can get that together, then you get the Knight of Pentacles. So always remember that. When you do people right, you get done back. Okay? So, the next card is going to be our within a conscious thought, which is the King of Pentacles. Kind of telling me that, you want to be abundant in money, prosperity. I see a castle over here, and I see the pentacle. That usually, to me, that like money. But you got to get into elements of Mother Nature. And if you can see, there's some plants over here, a little bit of water down there. Well, that's what I can see, And always be in tune, and always be respectful of Mother Nature. So Mother Nature can bring you stuff and bless you. But you gotta worship Mother Nature, basically. And once you get to that point, your surrounding area, you'll be seen as the Queen of Swords. Someone that's grounded, someone that takes charge, but somebody that always also protects. So yeah, so it comes all in play, You gotta get everything together first. Your emotions, respectful to Mother Nature, worship Mother Nature, and speak up of the good of Mother Nature. Because once you do that, then that's the healing process also. And then once you can do that, then the Pentacles come in. So another Pentacles. You always be successful if you spread the word. Spread the word. Of what's going on, of bettering people to raise the vibration of this earth. Okay? So that is the Page of Pentacles for that. You see, and he's in the grass or whatever, and there's a mountain and grass. Always be thankful to Mother Nature when you have something that comes to you, or when you eat or anything like that, or you're about to do anything, be thankful. Then you'll get more abundance. And then, I have to bring it to me. And then I got the Page of Wands. And that is someone that is somebody that's, has good appearance. Like they're very in tune with themselves, as far as how they look and how they represent. You know what I mean? But at the same time, they can also be a warrior with the wands. Because sometimes that's what that means, kind of like fire. That's what I mean. But in an intuitive way. So yes, and then, of course intuitive, you're going to always be in the desert. You always have to go somewhere and then be inclined with yourself. When you get inclined with yourself, then you become intuitive, and then you can connect to a higher power. Because that's what the Page of Wands means. And if you can see how he's holding the wand and he's looking up, he's asking for guidance. And then there's greenery on here, which is Mother Nature. So, always remember that, that being lonely is not a bad thing. Lonely could be like a time of training, and once you can get yourself together and you can live among yourself, for some time, then you're ready to take on, but it's kind of like training yourself, and getting your patterns of living along with the spiritual realm. Okay, so this is what this is all about. Okay, so the last thought is the Three of Swords, which, as you can see, they're going through the heart. This is what this card means: is do not worry about it. Don't worry about people, what they say. Even though it might hurt, but like I said, the quicker you can understand, like how I was saying about the mom, you know, when someone tries to attack you, you always got to remember that person is a victim of a situation. And hate is not, you're not born with it. You're taught, you know, or you're inherited it, or stuff like that. Because, you know, I feel like the emotions of the mom do carry on to the child when it's being born. But that being said, we all have free will. We know from our good and wrong. You know, we just got to make that choice. And that's what that means. You know, like, be inclined with yourself. You know, think before you say. Breathe before you say. And always think, you know, if it's going to hurt somebody. Because if it's going to hurt somebody, then don't say it. You know. But always protect yourself. But that comes when the time comes. But I think the time right now is to love yourself. Don't let nobody worry you. And don't worry about nothing. And always be respectful. And always be worship. And always thank Mother Nature. Because once you get in tune with her, then you get in tune with the universe. And then onto the galaxy. Okay? Well, this is all for now. This is Rainbow Warrior Tarot Reading. And I'm Sabrina. Thank you. If you like this reading and if it's like a connection to you, please like if you can, if you want, subscribe if you feel, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.